Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Godfrey. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Slithers into space. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Touchdown, UL Monroe! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia State's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give on the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Stanley. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
After watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Running to Green. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time. You
breaks into the open. Sweet spin. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Warhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're going back to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Dropping back, Nick Stanley. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Panthers have this offense rolling. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He'll pitch it. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. He turns it loose to the left. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UL Monroe. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Stanley. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Braswell. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Back to throw. It's Stanley. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough. Got hit as he threw the football, forced the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
There he goes. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Stanley. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Bringing the heat. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Maybe a double pass. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Stanley. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Humphrey. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They want to run this quarterback inside the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
ULM 42, Georgia State 10.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stanley. There's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Braswell. Makes a man miss. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Great place to start for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Godfrey. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick spin on the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Godfrey. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, UL Monroe. The offense cashing it in on that drive. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
To throw, it's Stanley. Under fire. Slings it downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's McGee. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeps it on the draw. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The third sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
The short hands, it's Reynolds. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. A wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Flips it out to the back. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Calls his own number. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Georgia State, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Murray. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Sets up the screen. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. It'll be 3rd and long.
3rd down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Humphrey. Oh, the quick spin move. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Warhawks want to crank the tempo. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
ULM.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Quickly complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.